That dude is horrible.
Oh my goodness.
And we about to go live, and this is what the page gonna look like. So y'all come on, y'all get on here. We about to go live, man. Conversation.
Right. Actually, we live.
But we live.
Brother, what the page gonna look like?
You see it right there.
Oh.
Boom, and we live. Ain't know what the page look like. The page is here. We on. It's
I'm about to
Man
get off
Conversation Monday.
Getting off here. Going
Y'all
to Man
can go to our
Conversation.
Man Conversation Monday page if y'all would like.
So look, it's Man Conversation Monday. We back. We already started this topic, but before we get into this topic, I am your host, Love Dr. Rob. This topic has been popping, but before we go into it, we want to welcome back Miss Black China, who took a vacation on us last Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Out here boot chasing and shit. But hey, if it ain't on us, she living life. You heard me?
It was my sciatica nerve. Don't listen to that.
Ooh, that nigga knocked us attic out. Go ahead. Hey, man.
Not yet.
And of course, we got none other than Mr. Fuck That.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm going to church.
Fuck
I
that.
just joined church Thursday, so I ain't tripping.
Me too.
I don't know what he's talking about. So on last Monday, if y'all paid attention, the comments was popping. While the comments was popping, one person in particular had a whole lot to say, so much that we had to bring her on and let her speak her piece, right? So we want to welcome, and we want y'all to welcome Miss Laurie Cooper Johnson, who hopefully gonna hold the same conversation she was holding in she was typing the shit out of herself. Say hello to the people.
Hey y'all.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we were asked the question why men lie, which is a very, very perplexing question, and I can give you a million answers. And if this ain't what you think, or you don't think this is the reason your man lied, we probably gonna end up in a situation where you're gonna feel like I'm avoiding the question. The healthiest thing to do is just look at your man and ask him why he keep lying to you. But most of y'all don't want to do that because you're afraid he's going to tell you the truth. With that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you they got a bunch of reasons men lie. But the most important reason, the one that you need to know the most, he lying because he know one thing. You want to hear the lie more than you want to hear the truth. If that man walk in the house and go, you say, hey, why are you late? And he go, well, I was on my way out the club and I saw these two women and both of them wanted to fuck me. I picked one, went home, knocked her off, and then came home. You gonna be like, oh, I know that ain't happened because you wouldn't have told me that like that. I know if it would have happened like that, you would have said it way different, right? Cool. But if he would have said, hey, look, on my way home, I got hit by two aliens in a pickup truck. You would look at him and say, well, you know you got to be careful because them aliens not used to driving pickup trucks. They used to driving spaceships. So you got to watch them. See, that's how y'all operate.
Wait, I'm trying to figure if he talking to y'all, he talking to Becky. That's all that some shit y'all gonna tell Becky. Because I ain't goddamn well. Black girl, you could tell your mama, you could tell her, you just talk to speak to your mama, she gonna say you fucking lying. It don't matter what you say. The black woman, y'all ain't gonna be nothing.
You could have said that.
So that's why we gonna lie anyway.
With that being said, you say it one more time, Black.
You could have said, look, I had to talk to my mama. You a fucking lying. Your mama and your mama could have come in the door. Yeah, I just talked to her. She lying for you. You know what I'm saying? You could have shown the conversation. Y'all just type that shit up. It don't matter. So now why he coming out with a lie? He gonna come in with some shit you gonna believe.
Nobody.
Because nobody wants to hear the truth, and that's a fact. Because let me tell you why. Well, I don't want to say nobody. A majority of people don't want to hear the truth. They talk as if they want to hear the truth, but the reality is that the truth hurts.
Okay.
And so to avoid that pain, you will listen to that lie and accept it. Because who really wants to know that he actually was out with another woman? Who actually wants to know that, you know what? You talk so much shit when I'm here, I just don't want to come home to you. Who wants to hear that? Nobody. Nobody wants to hear that truth. Everybody wants to hear what, most people want to hear what's comfortable to them. So they'll accept that lie and deal with it.
Well, let me say this. Now, you got to kind of watch that because sometimes some women wishing that he will come home and tell the truth so they can step themselves.
Listen, if she gonna step, she don't need him. Your actions have already told me enough to where I don't have to worry about your wording to decide to leave.
That ain't so though.
Okay.
It's true.
Because you got to remember what's a deal breaker for you.
That's right.
Man,
Because
listen.
women could take a whole lot more than a man. A man, it could take one time he crying like a bitch.
Fucking lie.
That's because he didn't expect you to do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But then they got
Fucking
some men
lie.
who already got their mind made up that it's gonna happen.
Fuck that.
That's
It's
And
already,
then what?
it's already in my mind already. I don't
That's
trust
it.
nobody. I believe everybody cheat. I believe
You
everybody
believe
lying.
everybody cheat?
They might not be, but guess what? I'm not setting myself up for failure. I'm not gonna sit there in my mind and say, you know what, she'll never do that to me. You know what I'm saying? If she do that, I'll be prepared for it.
So you
so
tell
that's
me.
the only reason you set your mind up for that?
No, I'm being honest. I'm saying I'm not gonna sit here and be like, even if you're a good person, I'm a value it, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm be like, I never say never. Never. I did that before, and I was like, you know what? Dummy me this time, not gonna be dummy me next time.
So that means it's never gonna be trust.
Right.
Of course I trust.
No,
I trust you as far as I know what you're gonna do.
there is no trust. How you
If
gonna
y'all say that's trust, I mean, no, let me put it this way. Y'all put y'all money in the bank, right? Y'all trust they're gonna keep it, right?
Right.
Hell no, I know they ain't
No,
keeping my
no.
shit.
Yes, you do.
Because
No,
some
you do
things-
trust it.
anything can happen.
No,
Anything
you
can
trust it. But at the end of the day, you know, you gotta be prepared for
A fuck
all this
up.
shit going on. You gotta be prepared for a fuck up. That's just like any business.
Mhm.
Right.
When you're doing business, you trust the people you're dealing with every time you're doing all this, but you understand you always have a.
Yeah.
So stop thinking
That's
that
true.
you have a.
I see
You always have.
I see
It's
where
not
that-
saying
I
that
see what-
you
Look-
trying to look for a reason to,
It's
but
like
you always prepare for. So
I
if it
got you.
happened to me before,
It can happen again.
again, you know what I'm saying. So if it do happen, I'm not gonna be where I
What I keep
was the
telling
last
people
time
is
in
this,
that
That makes
position.
sense. That
What I
makes
keep telling people is this: I trust people to be human.
Right.
I know that at
Everybody
some
not
point,
perfect.
you can and you will let me down. Now that don't mean you're gonna cheat. That don't mean that you're gonna leave me right when I need you. That don't mean that, but it means that you're human and you're capable of making a mistake.
Right.
Your mistake might not be cheating. Your mistake might be lying. Your mistake might at some point you could disappoint me. I'm prepared for that, but I ain't gonna say like everybody cheat, but I do know that everybody has something that they don't put right on the table. That's a fact.
That's a
I
fact.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So when you find that out, yeah, you could be disappointed. Is that a deal breaker? Depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But more importantly, and I think the part that people really miss out on is this: liars. When you find out that that person lied, you usually don't find out on the first lie. That's number one. Number two, this is what a lot of women need to hear. Okay, let me see how I want it. Fuck it.
Can go to
So-
teaching.
So a lot of men will lie to you once. You lie to yourself after that.
Ooh, that's deep.
Mhm.
Because once he tell it to you, even when you see his actions not lining up with it, you keep telling, girl, he gonna get better. Girl, he ain't mean it like that. Oh, he didn't mean to do this like this. Yeah, but that's a fact though.
I'm telling you,
And so then you start lying to yourself. And that's why when you find out for a fact and you know unequivocally that he lying, that's why you so pissed, because you mad at you and him at the same
you
time.
mad at
'Cause you
yourself
believe
because
that
you knew.
Yeah, because you
You-
made
you-
yourself believe it.
You lied. You mad at yourself because you like, I put up with this shit and I knew this motherfucker.
Right.
And you put up with that shit, and then when you finally found out all the detail, you be like, "Oh, this bitch." But I was stupid. I was stupid. You be enough fussing at yourself. I
Yeah,
was
you're
looking
more
in the mirror.
angry at
I was
yourself
still-
when
I
you find
knew
out
it.
that it
I
was
knew
a
that
lie.
motherfucker was lying. And I still. Now you won't kill
But you
everybody.
definitely gotta be strong with that shit, because once you lie, get the
Because what y'all don't realize when y'all lie to us, y'all mentally rape us. It's rape. Because we're not allowed to church. When you could just tell us the truth. Because we already decided if we're gonna fuck with you all night. We already
Exactly.
decided if we're gonna go to bed with you all night, if that's gonna be my boo thing or whatever. We've
Exactly.
already
people-
made up our minds about that shit. So all that other shit y'all bring, it
But
ain't
see
even
that
necessary.
At all.
sometimes it's not what's being said, it's what's being heard.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I told somebody this about my daddy the other day. My daddy would sit down with a woman and say, I want a woman who's like this. I want a woman who's like that. I want a woman who's like this. Right? And a woman who's sitting down listening to that going, oh, I'm that woman. So then they start trying to position themselves, right, and get in a certain situation. And when he leave them alone, they be like, well, he lied to me. How? Because he told me he wanted this and he told me he wanted that. I said, but did he say he wanted you?
No,
Ooh.
that's the question.
So you heard
Listen to
all of the
teacher ladies.
qualities, and you figured you aligned with it. But did he ever say he wanted that from you?
No.
Did he ever say that this is what's going to determine if we're together? No, he didn't say even if you have that, I want you.
No.
He just said when he was ready to settle down, that's what he would be looking
No,
for.
what fucked up? No, people need to stop doing. I learned this shit. People always gonna tell you what they want. You gotta
yeah.
be, you gotta be who you are.
Yes.
Right.
'Cause eventually, you could try to be what they want. But eventually,
and
who you are gonna
They'll
come out anyway.
Yeah.
So you gotta be who you are,
From
and you
the
gotta,
start.
and they either gotta deal with it or not, or you gotta find a compromise on that. Because you can't be who they want you to be. You could try, but eventually you're gonna try,
But
and when
then-
it's not you, it's not you.
But then you could do all that for them or whatever. Be Sally, Mary, Harry, or whoever they want you to be. But if he's already decided that he won't marry Sue over there, that's who he gonna be with. And you could do flips, you could do all that shit. He's already decided that Mary Sue is the one. Because you know why Mary Sue is the one? Mary Sue put up with this bullshit. Mary Sue don't buy to him.
See, that's a very big misconception.
Yeah.
Mary Sue might be the
The
one
one who
that's
put
telling
him in
him
his
you
place
ain't gonna do this shit here.
Wait.
Because that's who he want.
Yeah.
He want the one who ain't gonna put up with his bullshit.
They say that, but you the problem.
See,
They say that.
here go the thing though.
Mhm.
It's not you're the problem if you say that. If you not the right one, you the problem, right? The whole thing is this. You could be everything to the wrong man.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And so he won't see whatever you bring it ain't it. But for the woman he won't, she could be doing the exact same thing you doing. But I want her.
That's real.
But y'all get in situations where y'all decide I want him. So whatever he doing, you're accepting it. Him having other women ain't a problem. Cause y'all get so catty that I ain't gonna let that bitch take him. Why? She ain't took shit.
No, I don't feel like that. Let her have.
You don't feel like that.
Let her have.
You don't feel like
You
that.
I
But,
don't.
but
You
social
can't
media
get-
say a lot different.
I
Right.
always say this to women: you cannot get catty big brain, because catty big brain gonna get you hurt more times than one. Stop walking around thinking you got the best pussy, because that ain't so.
It's just my grandpa used to say they got two kinds. Big
Exactly.
old good ones or good old big ones.
That's right.
That's the only two.
That's right. And
I'd be real with you.
yours could be good as 100%. If that feeling don't grasp that, it's not you. It's not you.
And then
But for some men, it ain't about your tussy. It's mental.
Exactly. But a
Listen,
lot of women
this
think
is
it
the whole
is.
thing. A good friend of mine said this one day. He was like, you know what? In my younger days, I thought it was all about the sex, because the sex is what stimulated me. But the older I got and the more mature I got, the more I was looking for mental stimulation.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Yeah, the sex can be good, but if you can't stimulate me mentally, why are we here?
It's
Exactly.
a
Right.
waste of time.
So emotionally, mentally, you might be dealing with somebody who's still at an immature point, or
Yeah.
he just don't care at this point. Like you, I see the physical aspect. Over here, I see something more that draws me more into it, right? So I'll stop for some sex, but are you the total package?
Y'all wonder why that y'all wonder how you end up with that ugly black cheesy looking motherfucker.
In her spirit and her personality.
Yeah, it's a whole.
So
It
it's
ain't the look for it.
It
It
ain't
ain't
the
the look.
It ain't
You
the
see what I'm
look.
saying? That be
Right.
killing people. Like they be like, how even men do it. They be like, how the fuck she end up with that old? And you be like, that nigga probably treating her right.
But and the other thing you got to realize is, a lot of times, again,
But they got that.
you
bad.
hear the verbal lies, but actions always tell the truth.
Oh yes. I agree.
So at that point, that's why I tell women, a man not really lying to you. He's saying lying words,
Mhm.
but he's not lying to you because his actions are telling you everything.
Exactly.
if you pay attention.
Why
And a lot
aren't
of
you paying
time-
attention
a lot
to
of
the
time-
man who's telling you he loves
Because they
you?
don't
Why
want-
aren't
they-
you?
They don't
They
want
don't
that.
want to see the true tension.
You don't want
Somebody
that.
say it again.
They
They
don't
don't
want
want
to see the
it.
true
So
tension.
so why do men lie?
Because they allow the women allow it to happen.
Come on, I'm gonna let a woman say it because if I
Women
say it, I'm being
allow it
biased.
to happen.
If I say it, I'm being biased. A man can only lie to you as many times as you allow him. Now, very interesting question was posed as I placed this on Facebook. Are you supposed to leave just because he lied to you one time? Baby, I can't tell you when to leave.
That's not your decision.
But what is the magnitude of the lie?
Right.
And how many chances are we going to give to let him lie? Like, at what point does the lie become too much for me to better say,
I gotta go.
I got to go?
Let me ask you a question.
What?
We talk about lies because you understand it's a different than lies.
Mhm.
You know, you had a little white lies and little lies because he just don't. You know the little
Yeah,
don't
pretty-
bother me lies.
yeah.
But then you got the lies about serious issues and serious things. So it depends on what the lie about. Now the trip part about it, cause you a meet a motherfucker, you love him to death, but you know he do nothing but lie all day anyway. He lie to everybody. Every time he goes somewhere, he telling stories. Oh, baby, you be like, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. You know, y'all ain't never did that.
Oh,
shit.
y'all lie.
Yeah. Everybody lie.
He lied so much he got you lying.
Yeah, but
But
he
he
don't
don't-
lie about certain, about shit when it comes to.
But
Yo,
he
you
go to question though.
understand?
He go to question though. Like, cause that was a very interesting statement that you made. Like, it depends on what he lying about or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's something small, what the fuck is you lying for?
Cause they just liars. People just lie for no reason.
Okay,
You know that.
so with that
That
being
shit
said,
started young.
so if it's just in him, and now you realize it's in him, how long are we gonna put up with this shit? Cause see, one thing about me,
if it's not, see, it depends on what you could put up with. If you know he just a liar, he like to tell stories, he just like to make himself feel bigger than life, let him have that glory. Long as he ain't coming home lying at home about what he's doing or lying to you about what's really going on in his household. I mean, let him have his fantasy world. Some people need that little fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
But if we talking about if he's lying in the household, if he coming home lying to you, this is a whole different story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See what I'm saying? I don't care what you do with the rest of the world. You put on a performance of a lifetime out there. Really, I hope one day you speak this shit to existence and live up to the shit.
Right.
But with that being said, if you got to come home and lie to the person bitch, I know the truth. We sat down and wrote this story together.
Right.
So, I mean, what are we doing?
So if he'd be like, look, she'd be like, why you came home so late? Baby was working hard. I just, it was a late day. He'd be like, you lying motherfucker. I passed the store and see you drink under the fucking tree. Shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? And he'd be like, but man, you be tripping. I told you to come home and do it. He'd be avoiding shit.
You know what I used to do?
And it be lies, but it turned into something. You got, like I said, I ain't saying nobody supposed to lie. I'm saying certain things we gotta have a handle on now. We gotta
Wait,
understand.
so you telling us to let the little lies?
No, I ain't saying let the little lies go. What I'm saying, you gotta have a handle on a determination on what the whole situation is about. Because people are get. Let me tell you something. People find a reason to get mad about something when they don't want to be there.
Shit. Especially when they don't want to be there. If you blow your nose too loud, they mad.
Well, if they don't want to be there, then
You leave. But a lot of people don't have
But they lying to
that much
themselves for being there. But then you won't say the man lying.
Shit, the women might be lying too. They
ain't no might be.
Might be.
They lying too.
Let's get around to that one.
Ooh, y'all motherfuckers. Ooh, y'all sneaky. Ooh, y'all got. See, they got help.
How is that?
Well, how we
How y'all got help?
Yeah, how's that?
No. Watch this shit.
Yeah.
How's that?
Right. Know how I go? Like.
I want to know.
Say I do something right now. I call my phone. I'm like, dog, man, what I want you? Man, don't put me in that shit. Don't put me in that shit. That girl could be asleep in the bed. Call her, girl, what? Yeah, girl, yeah. So y'all be having help. Boy, them niggas, they don't want to get in none of that. Because they when they go over there, they don't want fucking that. They don't want that woman fussing and cussing at him. They be like, man, I ain't getting in that shit. I ain't lying.
That's a girl code.
She supposed to get on the phone and say, you know what, girl?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you see that shit, huh? You see that door, huh? Girl code.
Listen,
Okay.
Here go the thing. Women lie. Women will go, that's just a guy I know from school. I don't even be talking to him like that.
Somebody
But
should have smashed a while back.
You heard
When
me?
it come up, now you all done found out, Oh, so
But y'all
so
big
y'all.
on that y'all cousin lie too.
Thank
Oh,
you,
no,
thank
y'all
you.
big on that.
Yeah,
I don't
and
do no
auntie,
cousin lie.
my
I'm
auntie.
sorry.
Listen, nigga don't do that.
I don't do that. No,
Like,
I do.
you gotta be damn dumb
What
to
I
do
do?
that. Cause that shit will come back and bite you in the
I'm
ass.
gonna tell you exactly what I
No.
do.
They still use
I'm gonna be honest with you. You somewhere with me? You be like, you see her on the speed up. Oh, where you know from? Oh, I smashed her back in the day.
I would rather that.
Cause I don't know why. Nobody better tell you. Cause I don't want nobody to come back and tell you. But I don't fuck with her like that. No, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you now. So why would that make you feel
Y'all
some
be
kind of way?
getting mad
So
about
y'all
way
really
back
think
then.
that we can't have male friends that we?
No, I ain't never said. No, I ain't
Wait,
never said
wait,
that.
wait,
The
wait.
problem is-
Hold on, wait a minute. Don't let that shit go. Don't let that shit go. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I heard what she said.
She said they can't have male friends that they don't smash.
Right.
That
Fuck no.
listen.
We don't.
Hold on. That's
Listen,
no, I got a different opinion.
Listen. That male friend I smash it. We gotta talk. He's an acquaintance now.
But I never smashed him. He's just my friend. I didn't say I smashed him. I said, why do y'all believe that we have male friends that we just can't have male friends that we never had sex with?
Oh, I thought you said that you did. All right, so
no,
let's.
I wouldn't
Some people-
All right.
some
So
people-
so I
Listen.
thought you said that you did smash. So hold on. So let's go to the.
Some
Let's
people
go to the.
smash and realize
Let's
that
go
shit
to the
wasn't
whole thing
where they
though.
needed to
Let
go.
me tell you about that whole situation. Right? Realistically, I look at it like this. As your man, I would have to be able to gauge that. And it would be on some, if I meet him and the vibe ain't right, nah.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
Because
sometimes
you
we
feel
see
that
some
snake
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
If you feel that
Sometimes we
snake
see some
shit,
shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
you
saying?
feel that snake shit. Like you a woman. You got a woman intuition.
Yeah, you gonna know.
You got a woman intuition. If a girl come up, you
You
not
gonna
told that man, but you see how the way she acting, like, no, she can't come around. You don't have an intuition. She
I'm cool
a
with
little
that.
flirty.
That's
Because
fine.
I'm the type like
this.
She moving too far.
If I tell my wife so and so is my friend, when I see so and so, this my wife, this up, right? If it's a friend, if it's a woman that I'm super cool with, it's more than right to be like, you my friend, look, you gotta come meet her ASAP.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Because
she's
I don't ever
supposed to.
want it to be a misunderstanding
Right.
on what this person's position is. You understand?
I-
Most women are not gonna take that initiative. They are not bringing that
Wait till
nigga
you
to the
find
table
out.
like that. And then what happens is y'all be like, well, he ain't really a friend like that. I just know him. I speak to him from time to time. But the whole time, every time he not home, you on the phone with him. Oh boy, let me get off the phone. Or you talking to him like that's your girl partner
that
or
shit
some
ain't
shit.
right.
Because they got a bunch of women doing that.
No, I
Yeah,
ain't
that
doing
shit
that.
ain't right.
But they
got,
got, see, this is the thing. We can't get caught up in what I'm not doing because we know they got a bunch of people doing it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so,
exactly.
what happens is when we having these conversations, especially a lot of times with women put themselves in the seat. Well, I don't do that. Look at the people you know, right? Because you've had conversations with people pulling the same act off on a regular basis.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I know
And
some
so-
bad women that they've had their men live in the house with them and they men. I know some bad women, and I know some bad women that have always keep them aside.
All I can do is laugh.
and I mean
Wait.
they got some bad women.
Hold
out
on,
here.
wait.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do your thing.
Yes,
And get what?
That.
Cause get what? If I find out, I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Wait,
No wonder why your sister keep coming over there.
living in the house.
You heard what I said? No wonder why your sister keep coming over while y'all going.
Yeah, living in the house.
Oh, your auntie
with the
over there.
man and the man-
And
why your auntie over there?
they have
And
the
why-
man-
And while y'all out with while you out with him,
They're women cliques.
and when you out your
All
side
of them
piece,
got
and
a side
I got this side piece over there.
There's too much going on.
Man, I can't shut. I just said this several times
Man,
over.
say
And I
that
would
so
say it
much.
one more time. I couldn't even share my colors. I go home right. My wife would tell you on everything I love. If I go home right now,
I ain't
I'm
saying
buying-
getting back.
I'm
Get
gonna
my
buy
dick
me
back.
something to eat, and I'm gonna buy something else. So for everybody else who be like, "Can I have some?" Yeah, this is yours.
Yeah,
So I don't have to like. I'm not a sharer. So sharing a woman, that shit is totally
I'm
out
gonna
the
get my
question.
lick
I see.
And I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get my lick
Oh,
back.
I know you.
I don't even want the lick back.
Boy,
You
I'm
can
getting
have
my
it.
lick back, and I'm
Go ahead.
dirty. So when I get that lick back, it used to be like, "Oh, you dirty bitch." No, I'm gonna get my lick back.
See, my thing about the lick back,
Well,
my
fuck
thing
you, I'm
about
getting
the,
my lick
I
back.
listen. I'm not knocking you. I'm not. I feel like this. I understand the value of me.
If you was a
Removing me from your life is lick back enough. Because that
Well,
person who
especially if
fucking
you
with
was a
you
good
ain't
person.
fucking
I'm
with
gonna
you
do that
like
anyway.
that. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
I'm
like
gonna
I
remove
was.
myself.
Man, listen,
I'm gonna
anybody
remove myself.
anybody
I'll be
could be
doing
a
good.
great man. Anybody could
Great
be a great man or a great woman to you if being your man or woman is a part-time job. If I only have to see you when everything is good, because guess what? We ain't talking about bills, children,
None of
what's
that.
going on in the house. We see each other. Hey, happy to see you. Let's fuck so I could go back to my problem. You understand? So with that being said, it's
Ooh,
all
a problem.
Yeah,
He said a
that's
problem.
Come on, because if you
Why
over
should that be
here,
a problem?
because if I'm over here, if I'm over
at
here,
home, you're right.
You're right.
You're right.
come on.
You're
So
right.
all right, so I'm over here doing this, and I'm going home to my problem. So with that being said, like, why am I here? What are we doing? I could be the perfect man for a part-time job.
If you
That's
ain't,
nothing.
if you
Ladies
ain't
and
at
gentlemen,
home, you
right
ain't-
now.
you ain't tranquilling outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if any of y'all are looking for the perfect man or woman, I want to tell you to go and put in an ad for a part-time partner. You understand? They only need to be there at night, only when it's time for them to hump on you. Hopefully they can do that, right? Because
Hold up, they got that already. They ain't no perfect person.
Oh, you talking about that's the person that's there already.
Yeah, they sliding in and sliding out.
That's the person that's there already. That's what most of them got already.
They got that now. What you mean the perfect?
But see, they hire
slide in,
them.
slide
See,
out.
but the problem is they hire them full time.
The boy
Now,
not
that's
full
where
time.
the
They
mess
slide
up
in and
come
slide
See
out.
that? But that's the problem.
Boy, they
See,
slide in and
but
slide out.
listen,
That's not
dog. You got to
full-time.
think about it. They hired them for full-time employment, but they only showing up for
Hold
full-time
on,
work.
wait.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
hire how much they pay?
Oh, you ready to go?
What they pay?
They said $20 an hour.
No.
Shit, just remember,
That's
you
why
get what you pay
That's
for.
why you was just running.
I'm gonna just tell you, you get what you pay for.
If that's the case, I need 100 bands an hour.
Oh shit! Go Stop. We're gonna give him 100.
The fucking old women, the down they died there, get all that fucking money just when I lay up on that motherfucker.
100.
All you gotta do is hump on a little bit. You ain't gotta get naked. Just hump on a little back.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's all.
Just
Oh,
rubber.
wow.
She gonna be all right.
Oh, I'm telling you,
Just rubber. Just rubber in her
car,
back.
rubber and
Just
them
tell you
car
like
wears
this.
just gonna.
Kiss on her forehead.
I'm gonna just tell you like this: it's hard to get that old woman pee smell off you.
Wait, now what you know about that?
I heard a story or two.
What you know about that
I'm
old
gonna tell you, I heard a whole story about that.
She gonna have on a diaper anyway. So I ain't worried about it.
girl? I don't even want to be on the he said I don't even want to know that. People
Fucked
know
up
that.
part, she done cut the back of that bitch to a thong. She sexy as a motherfucker, and I'm telling you.
Only thing gonna be sexy, them checks. Man, them checks came in. Yeah, I wrote this coming in.
That's
I
a lie
can't.
right there.
I want y'all to immediately start back drinking.
Then she, the funny part,
What?
she didn't tell you about the accident she had, huh?
Who?
The old lady.
I don't care nothing about no accident.
No, I'm serious. You ain't hear
Bring
about the
the money.
accident?
Bring the
You
money.
ain't hear about the
What
accident?
accident?
Good accident.
Yeah, she had bruised all the gums up. Reached over in the drawer trying to get her teeth and grab that rose. Put that bitch in her mouth.
Stupid, man.
You know what? I ain't even mad at her.
Rose? Wow.
Fucking all that gums up.
Hey, yo, I'll be right there, baby. Even wife be going for you.
That boy, yeah, it's gonna go somewhere.
To hell.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that.
I mean,
I don't
everybody
want you to
going
go
somewhere.
hell. I don't want you to go
I'm gonna
hell,
see all
bro.
y'all.
Oh,
I'm gonna see all
God,
y'all
he
all over.
during church
God.
Thursday. Why
Up
don't you
in
go
there,
with him this Thursday?
His stupid ass up in there rubbing the gums with his fingers turned on. Turned on like a motherfucker. Ooh, she ain't got
With
nails.
the oral gel on there.
Boy, with the RJ, why she sign that check right there? Sign it right now. Yep. I'll be right back, B.
You are awful, man.
Nigga, you ready to go? You about to go to Mexico tomorrow. I bet
Don't
you
you
ain't gonna say
indulge
no.
in that shit with him.
I bet ask me if he gonna say no.
No, I'm going.
All right.
Oh, that is so trifling.
I'm going.
He said yeah
I'm gonna go. Hey, he got the money. I'm going.
All right then.
from the old lady.
Y'all
I ain't
the
gonna ask where he
the
got
women
it
do
from.
it. When y'all see him on a trip, the man start coming out. Now the old man starting to get on the thing with him.
Oh, girl.
Give me the camera. Oh yeah.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
But see, what happened was they've been talking to
They
these
been
young
hiding them
ladies.
in. Yeah.
They've been talking to these young ladies so long about the greatness of a sugar daddy and how accommodating it is, right?
Mhm.
Girl, all you gotta do is get your old man, rub on him every now and again. Yeah, that fucking Viagra kicking in.
Why
then
Viagra
ain't no
killing
more
people?
rubbing.
Don't try that shit.
Girl, let me tell you something. Viagra killing people, but he dying happy as a motherfucker. I'm gonna just tell you. Shit. How he died on top of me. You saw the movie. You saw it, and I'm gonna tell you, like, listen, them old men ain't playing no more.
Ask your boy.
Oh, Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
I know he bought the Viagra that day. I'm telling you. I'm
yeah,
telling
Viagra and Red Bull.
Listen. What I keep telling y'all, every time I tell y'all that, and y'all be thinking I'm crazy. If you're trying to send somebody home, whether you're trying to send her, you're trying to go yourself. A Viagra and a Red Bull, your fucking heart can't take it. I'm telling you. But you gonna before you have a stroke. I got
a question for y'all women. Y'all say the men lying all the time, right? Oh, so when y'all get that man at about 60, 70, right? And he popping it off and y'all together. And you found out he been taking Viagra, he been lying about it. You gonna leave him?
She ain't going
She ain't going nowhere.
You think she can be mad he lied?
Hell no.
She gonna start feeding the motherfucker to
him. You tripping.
Nigga,
she gonna walk in the room. She gonna walk in the room, hand him his Viagra, and hand him a drink to wash it down with, and go ahead the honey in the fucking drink.
Boy, the honey, she gonna kill him.
Only if you don't kill her first. That old bitch ain't gonna never go down.
I keep hearing people talk about honey. What the hell is that?
If you ever see a man
and he got
around you and y'all go somewhere and y'all go home and he start drinking that honey, baby, just go ahead and tell him to go home.
Or just go ahead and pack your overnight bag because you're here for a while.
Yeah. But so, anyway, back to the subject of why women cheat. I mean, why women lie. My man, what it is? Why men lie? Why men lie? Yeah, why men?
Okay, so
why women let men lie?
Listen, here go the crazy part, right? So earlier, Laurie said that a woman already know if she gonna sleep with him or not.
True.
She already know what it's going, whatever, right? So do it even matter if he lied?
It does.
Why?
Because it depends on the relationship, and if we've already established that, listen, we gonna be friends or whatever we gonna do together. And look, you don't gotta lie to me, bro. Even if I tell you, look, nobody can come between us but us. If you go sleep with Sally, if you decide that, that's your decision, and it's your penis. It's not mine. So if we already discussed it, why you gotta lie to me? If I already told you, because I can tell you, yeah, well, I went with Joan and this what happened.
You can tell who.
If we made that, if we decided that we gonna tell everybody, we decided that nobody ain't gonna come between us.
I have put myself in that position.
You know what I'm saying? No, because if you already decided that or whatever.
I ain't Kevin. You can't. Hey, look at it. I'm sorry.
If we've already decided the deal breakers for us, then why you lying?
You know the thing, though.
Hold on.
Very few people have the conversation about what is a deal breaker going into a relationship.
Right.
We black. We don't really, as black people, these kind of conversations don't really happen.
But they
we talk about all the shit.
But we should.
And we would talk about all kind of shit. But we don't talk about what deal breakers are.
We do say some of it, like something like, did you play on my turn? I can't. Like we got some people.
No. You got. Hold on. Let's just be honest. You got some people who they will put out certain stipulations because if you play with my children, all right, I get it. But very few people sit down in the beginning and be like, okay, here go my list of, like, if you get to number 7, bitch, I'm gone. You understand? Number 8, man, I probably could do 9. Yeah, it ain't 10, 11, and 12. Ain't nobody doing that. Because most people, we should. This is relationships for us, we are behind the curveball in a whole bunch of senses of the word.
When you get to that, because first of all, I don't know you enough for me to give you stipulations like that. We trying to get. Everybody say when you talk to people, you got to first get to know who they is.
Who they are. Wait, I'm gonna make a stop with that because you can't never know who a motherfucker is.
No, you ain't got no.
Of him.
No, listen.
You never know who he is.
Listen. See, I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna just be honest.
After
you be around a person a while, you get if it's sometimes you ever been around somebody and you just understand like something ain't right, and something ain't right. You get a vibe and you still fucked up because they're a good person, but you know the vibe, and then later on 3 months later, you be I knew this. It's been on you all that time, but you never listen.
Yeah,
But
But
he-
when you build a relationship with people, I mean, I tell people this all the time. You can put a mask on all you want to.
because you're gonna
Eventually,
come out.
that mask, something gonna slip one time. It's gonna slip, and you gonna let it go because you like, oh, that wasn't nothing. He was, or she was, but you let it go and never thought about, hold up, where that come from? And we let it go because it's in our mind. We're like, well, I'm kicking it with him. We good. And you want to be like, well, I don't want to make him wrong. I don't want to just because of that. I don't want to leave him alone. But at the same time, you never thought in the back of your mind, if it's little like this, behind this little shit, what's gonna happen when something come bigger? And we don't find out till later till everybody on caught feelings all in each other. But you got it's hard. I said it always is, but there are times when we.
The crazy part is when you find out or when you decide, I like this person more than just he was him. I would like more to come out of this. That's when the discussion should be had.
But not.
No. The question was when should we have the discussion? That's when it should be had.
Yeah.
Once I know I want more than whatever we doing right now,
Okay.
at that point we sit down and start having this conversation.
Yeah.
But again, most of us are afraid that if we put that deal breaker out there, that's gonna break the deal.
Well, okay, let the deal be broken.
How many people feel like that?
I feel like that. A lot of people don't feel like that
How
because
long
I
took you to
think,
get there?
oh wow.
And how many times did you not get to that point before you got to that point?
Damn, 25 years.
All right.
See, that's why I tell a lot of people.
See,
It's good that we having this conversation and saying it, like you said, behind the curve. But I tell a lot of people, you gotta understand. A lot of people, it takes for them. We could always tell them, motherfucker, don't do something like we doing now. Just like we tell our children, don't put your hand on that stove until they put their fucking hand on the stove, get burnt.
Yeah.
They have to go through it to understand it, and because it's glad that we giving the information because they could not say they didn't know.
Right.
And because one thing about information, like the mama used to tell me when I was young, you might not get it now. You might get some people get it now. Some people get it later.
Yeah.
And the problem is some people get it now and they deal with some people don't get it till later. When they do get it, they get it.
And some people don't never get it.
Right. I believe that.
Some
That's
people
a fact.
some people
They don't want
get,
to
they don't want to.
That's
And
right.
They know that they don't want to.
Whether they don't want to or whether they just can't, they don't ever get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all know a bunch of old fools,
Right.
right? And they're
Yeah.
fools by choice at this
Right.
point. The thing is, again, relationships are so complicated, and we lie to ourselves a lot of times. Somebody said, "The heart want what the heart want." That's cute.
It is.
How does the heart want it if
It
you
never
don't
had it,
introduce it to me?
That's right. That's why I always say I'm glad of the style of podcast that we do, because if you tune in with us on Monday, we touch a lot of areas on what you should, what you shouldn't, how can it be, what shouldn't be, and you'll notice a lot of times I'll say he teaching or we teaching, because I want the person to get the concept of what's going on. We're not just sitting here for the hell of it. We are talking about real life situations that's going on. And I mean, you have to, I always speak on maturity and growth, because if you don't get it, like when he do his closing at the end, he be telling some real shit.
Right.
But if you're not mature enough to grasp that shit, you're going to keep bumping your head. Like he said, for the child to stick the hand on the stove to get burnt. You have to get that shit, because if not, you're going to be stuck.
But a lot of people don't want to mature. A lot of people want to stay stagnated. A lot of people, and if you growing as a person,
you
think
you all that. Yeah.
No, I woke up.
Yeah.
No. Know what I think? And I see this all the time. It's like with anything. It's I don't know if I want to say it's a habit. It's something that you have that you're so stuck on. When you're stuck on something, like we just say, when it's something unfamiliar to you, when you say if you've been taught something totally different from what we talking about, and you've been stuck on that for so long, and you've been taught by everybody around you that's what it's supposed to be, and now you hearing some shit, but you know it's right, but you literally know it's right, but you still doing wrong, and but it's hard for your mind to even accept it and even flip over to say, you know what, let me stop. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Because we got, like I say, people. I tell people all the time, this just human nature in life. Period. Like a person know they gotta lose weight. They know they supposed to lose weight. They know they gotta lose weight. Doctor tell them they gonna die if they don't lose weight.
Give me that
And
hamburger,
then they
man.
still gonna eat that fucking hamburger.
That doctor don't know.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? People, they tell you don't smoke cigarettes. It's gonna give you cancer. No, people still do.
Smoke
They
cigarettes.
still gonna smoke that because they so used to smoking that fucking cigarette to calm their nerve down. They don't even know that they know it's wrong, and then when they get older, like, man, I gotta stop this shit. Yeah, people say I gotta stop this shit, and they never stop it.
True.
But
And that's mentally. I tell people that's mentally to stop doing something you so used to doing. It takes you have to be mentally prepared to do that shit with everything. And see, we try to make it so easy, like just because of the relationship, or just do it. Shit, that's the saying for Nike. But how many people just do it? If that's the case, everybody can just do it. Everybody be perfect too. And it's not like that. Like I tell everybody, it's maturity. It's the time. It's the things that happen. Like certain things might happen in your life that just wait. Certain real tragic things that happen, or certain beautiful things that happen. Don't get it twisted. It go both ways. That'll make you just say, you know what?
Right.
But the thing is, when they talk about why men lie, usually it's the same different man, same lie.
Right.
So at what point is it no longer a lie, right? So you're looking at different men telling you the same lie and you keep accepting the lie. Is the problem the man lying or the fact that you keep accepting these lies into your life?
Like I said again. Like I said again.
So
they so used to,
but that's what I'm about to touch on.
and they know
The whole thing
these lying,
is
I gotta get away from
that this is a level of comfort for you. Somewhere along the line, you saw these lies and saw love in the lie.
Until a motherfucker beat her across the head.
See what I'm saying?
Till the motherfucker beat her across the head till she almost died or some shit. Then she wake up. You know what? I gotta stop dealing with motherfuckers. They'll beat you.
But that's
I'm just saying a tragic thing that can happen.
But what I'm saying though is, again, if that is your definition of love, you will even accept that ass whooping until the brink of death or death, because that is your definition of love. And for a lot of people, I think that one of the worst things that we do is we condition women, our daughters and stuff, right? That a man gonna lie to you, baby. You just got to figure out what one you gonna put up with. So that's another reason it's so easy for me to lie to you.
No,
because you're already prepared for it.
And not only that, Buddy Wright messed them up too. Having a piece of man is better than having any at all.
You know what,
so they put up this shit.
Me and my wife was talking about this.
Y'all see Better Right? They got all type of songs. They had they got songs that say they got songs that say you the only one for me and I don't want nobody else. But nobody talk about those songs because they're gonna talk about everybody gonna talk about the we're not gonna talk about the nice little white floor. We're gonna talk about the sparkles on the wall because this is what the news do. They gonna talk about the good stuff that's the better. They're gonna talk about whatever gets everybody excited. I'm gonna go on TikTok and I'm gonna do something stupid because if I go on there and just talk, no, they're gonna what the fuck you doing? They're gonna roll back that shit. But if I go on there and pull my pants down and fart in the fucking camera, everybody go, oh, you seen that shit? You understand what I'm saying?
That's what they want to hear.
And it's the problem is we so attracted a condition to abnormal shit. We want to be everything have to be extra for us to see it. And we don't even see the beneath stuff that's just normal.
No, it's our normal now. The dysfunction is our normal now. We function in
I hate to tell you this. It been like that. It's just on the internet. Now. The problem was back then, families kept it in house.
Yeah.
They didn't all your business didn't get out like that. Now social media got with everybody business out. But it was going on back then. Evil doing worse back then.
Oh, they'll whoop you for telling you. You told them so about what happened in our house. Whatever's going on in our house is our house.
But at the same time, like even though it's more publicized now, the fact of the matter is you still have some control over what's being done. We are conditioned to accept it. Like at this point, again, a man will come into your life and lie to you, knowing if I lie to you long enough, even when you find out the truth, you're not going nowhere.
Right.
That I've heard when, well, bitch, you didn't put up with it this long. How?
That's like
I beg to differ because for me, and I'm not putting this for me. I developed my own thing for my own self. It's called Jim, Girl in the Mirror. Mm-hmm. And when I go to thinking about some shit and I go to calculating some shit in mind because I'm a thinker, I go to telling Jim, this shit ain't what it is. Wake up.
Guess what? You know.
But it took me a long time to develop.
So I'm gonna say this. What it is, you went through things, and what that do is muscle memory. You remember this shit happened. So when you go through something, you remember this shit happened. Oh, so I did this because I remember this shit happened. Just like I said to child, they touch the stove, they remember they got burnt. So guess what they gonna do? Fuck that. I ain't touching that bitch no more. That bitch hot.
Yeah. So Jim can take her hurting her. But it takes too long to be hurt. It takes too long for me to say. So it's better yet.
I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
In theory, all that shit sounds good.
That's real.
You're that person.
It took me a long time to be that person.
Feel me though. You've arrived there. So they got a bunch of people who have not. Right? There are a bunch of people who've not found that woman in the mirror or that man in the mirror, depending on how we defining this. But at the end of the day, see you looking at it, you like, girl, this shit ain't worth this, whatever. That's cool. But they got some motherfuckers going, you know what? The front burner was hot, but the back one, that bitch probably ain't hot like that. Boom, I'm gonna touch that one.
Touch it.
So when it burn their hand, you know what? I tried the one on the right side, but the one left side, that bit might not be that hot. That bit will touch all the burners and realize all of them burning and then replace the stove. Now the new burners might not do that. See, somebody is that dumb.
I believe that.
And I'm watching it play out on a daily basis. When I'm sitting down and I'm talking to people who are in relationships or are trying to get in relationships or trying to get out for that matter, they forget that they're in these situations by choice, by design. You can stay if you want to, you can leave if you want to. But sometimes the problem is not the person you with, the problem is you.
I agree.
Whether that person is lying to you, cheating on you, whatever. That person's action is no longer in question. You know what they're doing. Right. What are you gonna do about it?
Right.
How that's why when women were saying, well, why does he cheat or why does he lie? Why the fuck does it matter? Why does it matter why he doing it if you not gonna leave? If you know you're gonna stay, do it matter why he did it. If you plan to leave, do it matter why he did it. He did it. You're leaving or you're staying.
And you have to decide.
Now, if you decide to stay, take your leave.
Let me tell you this. It ain't. I'm gonna say this. That sound good, like you said. Sound good. Is I'm leaving and I'm staying. Some people, that's a hard motherfucking decision. They even realize when they get to a certain point in their life.
For everybody, it's a hard decision.
We say it so easily, but it's not as easy as it's said and done.
It's not easy.
It takes. You have to be so strong. You have to be a strong motherfucker. Yeah. When you done been dealing with somebody, you got children, you got things going, and then all of a sudden you realize, man, I gotta find a way to leave this motherfucker. And some people be trying to chess match their way out there, motherfucker.
I got a question.
Because it's not. Let me finish. It's not as easy as we all make it out to be.
No, it's not.
It's not. And then at the same time, like I said, a lot of things come with maturity. Once you do it once, see that second time, you ain't even waiting that long to even think about it. You see what I'm saying? That first time, that shit be a motherfucker.
It'd be like the body snatches.
Yeah.
Like I want to leave, but shit, I keep going back.
But what I'm saying is, though, you have to ask a simple question. Don't ask me why they did it. Because realistically,
why you put
I can give you the exact answer why he did it. Does that change whether or not you leaving or staying?
Put it this way, hold up. No, the trip part about it, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna kill a lot of shit.
What?
Y'all asking why he did it. Why didn't you address him about it to see if you could change the situation? Because if you ain't never address him about it, you're gonna keep doing it.
And you're gonna keep putting
first you gotta address it first. If you don't address it, you allowing it to happen.
Well, let's be real.
You gotta address it.
The lie is the trick.
But if you address it and now when you get that, you addressing and still that bullshit. Now you had that in your mind to understand what's going on. You still gotta fight your way out that bitch.
Watch the classes in session. Watch this. The lie is the trick. You know that, right?
All the time.
So I come home and I tell you a lie. You realize that I lied, right?
Mhm.
So we start arguing. We never get to why I lied. We only argue about the fact that I lied, right? So now, once we get through the fact that I lied, now, look, you never find out what the truth is. Number one, you never find out.
He's not gonna say it.
We're not even talking about it no more.
We fussing. We just
Once we didn't got into it,
yeah.
you didn't call me. I'm a lying motherfucker. See, that's what the fuck. You always lying. Da, 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 da. We ain't never got to the lie. We ain't never. Hold on. What was the actual truth? What did you actually do right here? We ain't got to that, right? So then, by the time we go back and forth, but see, I lied. But see, what about when you did it? Now we are distracted. Couple of days pass, we might not be talking to each other. A little makeup sex, we back together, and guess what we haven't discussed?
The lie.
That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Nobody never addressed
The
it.
time just going.
You don't address it.
But I wanted to ask you this, because what you said about Jim, because oftentimes since I've been on the show, they ask me, well, who telling this to women? So as a woman on the show and have come up under you, and so many of y'all have taught me a lot of things. How many women are you promoting Jim to in your own circle?
I tell all my friends about Jim, but Jim didn't come easily. Jim came with getting my ass whooped. Jim came with being lied to. Jim came with being deceived. Jim came with a lot of stuff. You understand? For me to get that win,
Right.
to be able to be strong enough and say, sit down. Okay, this shit here, this ain't what it is.
Right.
So wake up.
Right.
And then I ain't gonna tell you I ain't crying. I might be crawling on the floor. I done lost about 20 pounds. I'm throwing up and everything. But I gotta go. Got to go.
And you know it's crazy. It's
real.
crazy. It's like working out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, right?
You know, you gotta build a build a strength up just to pick this up and move. You gotta do that.
You gotta hurt some
You,
days.
you gotta.
Man,
It's
sometimes
crazy. People don't understand.
Sometimes I would be in
everybody,
the closet for 3 days.
and people don't
Lord,
want.
please
People don't want to work.
help me
Damn.
We can say this again.
to get
People
out
don't
of
want
this
work.
shit.
We already know this, right? People don't want work.
So, yeah.
Anything that got to do with work, a lot of people don't want to do that. So if it takes any kind of work where they have to work on themselves or they have to build that strength, it's hard for them to do because they're not used to working. You gotta understand, it's a mindset.
But Theo, some shit is like a demonic.
Yeah,
like,
I know, you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like you had to,
like
No,
the body.
but all that
smack.
stuff
Yeah.
you went through, that was like, you know what I'm saying.
That was your strength.
That was your strength. You were building. You were
No, I'm
doing.
glad I did.
You know what I'm saying?
That was your workout.
That was a workout. You had to work through that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they don't even kind of work through it because they just
won't get stuck in it.
It contradicts everything that I see. Sometimes having to go and work on myself means that something is wrong with me, and nobody wants to accept that something might be wrong with you. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Like,
it's easy to blame everybody else.
Listen, when I began to work on myself, they said I had a nervous breakdown. I'm going crazy. I stopped talking so much. I started listening. Started listening to what God had to say, not what people had to say. Something wrong with her. She thinks she better. No. I want to grow. I want to blossom. I want to bloom. Every day I want to be better than what I was yesterday. So when you begin to work on yourself and you begin to tell people, like I grabbed a little girl the other day or whatever, she had been being beat up by her boyfriend. And I asked her why. I don't have nowhere to go. And then I get her somewhere to go.
And she go back.
I
knew you was gonna say that.
So then what
How
you
many
do?
times have that happened? How many people y'all know like that? How many people we know like that?
I was that girl.
You know what I'm saying? That's that. Man, I can't live this way by my. I need that help. I need him to live this way for me because I can't live it on my own.
And some people, man and woman, I'm not just gonna say women, man and woman, some people feel that's the only completion. And until you get that balance to where that fucked up person not your completion. That just was a seasonal person.
When you have a child that never had any amount of love showed to them when they was young, and they get up and grow up into a world where they somebody show them a little bit of love, and they swear that's the most beautiful thing in the world. No, they got much more. They got much more that love that they can get, but they don't even understand it because they never knew what love was.
Yes.
Then they got some people that was loved all their life. They think that had so number love. They think they so entitled.
It's everybody. That love is a dangerous thing. Starving somebody of it can make them do some off the wall shit for the simple appearance of it.
Right.
I think that a lot of times when it comes to relationships, we all are looking for somebody who is going to give us a love that we either never had or that we had a taste of and we want back all over again. And that can be good or bad depending on how it comes.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think where we feel a lot of times we go into situations putting a false perception on people.
Right.
You meet them and go, oh yeah, that gotta be the one. All he gotta do is this and that. And he you know what I'm saying?
He did something that's been done before. He took remember that story you said? He took me to Red Lobster. I ain't never been here before. That was a debacle.
Sitting in
Copeland.
I'm sitting in Copeland. You telling me you've been married for years? All right, cool, man. Copeland. You are ordering appetizers. Are you hungry? Yeah. Well, why are you ordering all that? Oh, I just thought that's what you get. No, this isn't the appetizer. This is not the entree. That's over there. Oh, all my husband did was take me to fast food places. Oh, wow. Okay, and I'm not mad with you, right? Because you don't know. But then, okay, so after this, what does the next person have to do to impress you? Because if you get back with your husband and he try to bring you back to the fast food place, this shit not gonna work out.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But
what happened if a nigga would have cooked for her? Oh my god, she just married that nigga right then and there.
But it's funny because when you don't know, you never had it.
Yeah.
You think that is something. My grandmother used to say this all the time. The shit was kind of crazy. It took me a long time to understand it, but she said, "It's sad when you don't know."
It is.
But when you don't know that you don't know, boy, you're really in trouble.
I believe it.
So when you sitting around, because most of us think we got it all figured out, and we don't. A lot of women, and I'm gonna say this because women do this more than men. I'm not saying men don't do it. A lot of women do this. They have in their mind what the right man is. If a man shows up with any of that criteria, he got to be him. That other shit, we can work on that later. He just like that because he ain't never met me. He just like that because he ain't never had a me to bring that out of. No, that's him. That is him.
Now, I agree with you with that, but there are some women, like he just a crazy ass person.
Mm-hmm.
He may not act like that around his significant other.
Yes, he is.
Oh shit.
I mean, who I am.
You know, there are some women that can bring the best out of a man.
That is a fact. When that man is ready for the best to come out of him.
Right.
But see, the problem is, don't think the crazy ass person ain't a good person. See, that's the problem. We could all, the quietest motherfucker in the room could be the most evilest motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I agree with
A
that.
motherfucker that never say nothing. You like,
I
oh man, I like him. He's so
they
quiet.
got evil though.
Oh, them motherfuckers
and that's
sit
the
up thinking,
ones. My grandma said them ones you watch.
I'm gonna go home and stab that motherfucker. That motherfucker that telling all my business on this show. And then sitting there watching, hey babe. As soon as you get on, bitch, you know what I'm saying? You know, people like that.
Man, you know, most people, like a lot of people, be like, okay, he was single at the time. Wow, he was him. He's always been him. Go out, take shots, do whatever. Most people be like, well, you married, you single, how'd that go? He ain't about to let me do nothing that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's not in line with what I'm doing. But my wife, at the same time, my wife be like, oh, you get married, you go by him. But you know I'm by him. Like if I leave the house, I'm gonna be somewhere with him. There's a comfort in that because in her mind, she knows it's crazy. It's as stupid as is. He good.
He gonna correct his ass.
He good. He is not a person who is not good in nature. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, what happens, and this is what I tell women a lot of times. Just because a man has good qualities, don't make him a good man.
Oh yeah.
The same way a man having bad qualities doesn't make him a bad man. Because you could meet somebody who has all the right qualities, but he's not right for you.
I believe that.
Right?
That's true.
So you might meet a man who has bad qualities, but for you, you can stomach them qualities. So he's not bad for you.
Like I
Depends
said,
on what quality.
like
No,
I
no,
said,
no, no. It don't matter.
like I said,
It-
two
see,
women
see,
can have the
You
same
say this
man,
all the time.
and that man can be indifferent to.
But
Oh, yeah.
but you say this all the time. People can look at two people in a toxic relationship and be like, that relationship is toxic.
So that works.
But if they're comfortable in the toxicity, that's a perfect relationship for them, right?
You can't tell.
Yeah.
So
You
so
can't tell
with that
people how to
being
love
said, you can meet a woman can meet a man right now. He might be a cheater, but she all right with that as long as he taking care of home. Is that a bad man to her? Nope.
No.
Because the house is being taken care of.
But the bills are being paid.
Because you take a man who cheating on you?
I don't want a man that gonna cheat on me.
See what I'm saying?
No.
So
I
everybody's
get that.
criteria of what is good differs based on their situation and what they're willing to tolerate.
And I don't want a man who just pay my bills. Let me pay
Right.
my bills so that way, when you giving me bullshit, I can tell you you need to go ahead. Let the no picture. Whatever. The Lord's picture.
That's why I be telling y'all dudes, y'all gotta get your own shit.
Because I don't need the.
Stop just
I don't
moving
need
in with
chaos
women.
for my bills to be.
Stop just
But
moving
here's
in with
the
women.
thing.
You don't need to
So-
get your
so
own
what you-
shit.
So
You
what
get
you're
your
telling
old
me
lady.
is, if he
Get your
pays
own
my
shit.
bills,
Stop
this
just
is
moving
my
in with
scenario.
women.
Don't play
about
with
that.
the old lady.
that
Get
you
your
pay
own
my
shit.
bills because you pay admins and you pay energy and you pay JP Water and you pay Morgan a chase for the mortgage. That there's more value in that shit than me. Are you crazy?
I pay the cost to
I
be
don't
the
give a
boss. Ain't that what they tell them?
Okay, well, pay the cost. You could be the boss and all that, but I don't have to put up with your bullshit.
But most women will.
Well, I'm fine with them, and I ain't telling you I have not done that. I have. I've been that way.
I love speaking to the mature version of you.
I love.
But do the audience a favor. Do the audience a favor. I want you to refer back to that young lady who didn't know any better.
Sure,
Because see,
no.
those are ones who are tuned in right now.
No, I put up with that shit because he paid all the bills. He paid my credit card bills. He paid the car note, and it wasn't no question. It was paid on the 27th, the month before the next month.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing all kind of stuff, and I just was going by my business and about to die. And he was living his best life.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, a light came on and said, "So Wells Fargo is valued more than me. I'm a person." And Jeff Water,
But that was his fault.
that's some crazy
That was his fault.
Why you say that?
Why was this for?
Because he paid the light bill. And he not paid the light bill, that light wouldn't have came off. And
That's-
we could
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, because in the dog you can't think.
No, that's bullshit.
In the dog you can't
No,
think.
that's
You just been that bitch.
Because
That's what Jesus Baptist Church. He joined
Amen,
on church.
amen.
No,
But real, but listen, again, the maturity kicked in.
Yeah.
But they have some people who, that's just the way. I think like when we started teaching, or whoever started this teaching, right? That as long as a man could provide, you put up with it. How many older women you know
Oh,
passed
his
that
aunt
along?
told me, yeah, you just need to be quiet. You got a brand new car, and you got a nice house, and you got 6 cars, and you could go shopping
had
every
6
weekend.
cars?
Yeah, and you could go shopping every weekend. You
need
need to be quiet.
You got a
Shit,
sister like that?
you crazy?
Do
as
he
shit.
have a sister? That's the question.
She got a twin,
Yeah,
but she ain't taking that shit.
yeah. So like that's crazy.
Talking
to
about
me.
he got a sister.
Yeah, so I mean, you know,
Yeah.
that is garbage, girl. They are for real garbage. So I'm supposed to put up the.
I'm not saying
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not
Listen.
saying put up with it. Listen. Let me clarify.
Let me tell you something.
be
I'm
there with
so
zip on my
real.
mouth. Shut
I'm
up.
so real with my
Did you-
dude.
Who you
I
said
do
something?
my dude. Listen, you need to say, bro, I know you out there. I'm gonna need you. I don't need to know none of your business, but I'm gonna need you to protect yourself. You know, and keep it away from me. And I ain't gonna come looking. How real is that?
I don't know. You done gave him a green light to do what he want.
Ain't no so much that because he already decided he gonna do it. He doing it anyway.
If he decide he gonna do
and
it,
he gonna do it anyway. So don't come here and lose me with the bullshit. Lose me with the lies. Cause you my friend first. So listen. So
y'all
as
just
your
be friends
friend,
then. All right.
as your friend, when
Y'all
you're
just
talking
be
as my
friends then.
husband, look, go ahead on and go ahead on about your business. Don't lose me with the bullshit. I can't stand.
So in other words, he didn't have to come home and lie.
Don't lie to me. You don't have to do that, but we don't even have to discuss it.
So where did the anger come in at if you was giving him all of that green light and freedom?
It ain't even so much as the green light because I know that he was out there doing it anyway.
Okay, so here's
So
here's
it already had
She
came.
talking about her days back.
Yeah,
no.
It had already came back to me. So
Listen.
once I got the information, this is what I did with it. Say, bro, I hear you out there like that. I'm gonna need you to do this, and don't come by me. Don't tell me. Do your thing, because eventually, I already had made up my mind what I was gonna do, and that's what most women do, and y'all don't know it because we get quiet and we don't tell y'all shit. We let y'all have y'all parade. Y'all feel like y'all getting away. We won't tell y'all nothing. We already left the house and everything in our mind, and then afterwards, then we leave physically.
But you know the crazy part? See, I believe that. But right now, the crazy part, I ain't gotta worry about that. But mentally, you ain't in my shit anyway.
but
so
bigger than that, though, here's
you
the
just leave it
flip
and
side
not
to
being
that,
in my
though.
shit.
Here's the flip side to that, though, and I think this is what a lot of people fail to realize, that men have that point too.
Oh yeah.
Like I tell women all the time, the man who's in tune to you, you ain't getting away with nothing that he ain't allowing you to.
No.
Let me tell you something. Don't get it twisted, bro. These dudes out here, I'm telling you, some dude, they want to see. They, the reason they let you do what you do, they letting you do what you do. So when they ready to get all they ducks. You see, because women, y'all so sneaky. Y'all have a backdoor plan, so we got to make sure we got all our ducks lined up in a row. So when we come at you, you can't even go to the back door lock. So when I come to you, when I give my ear, I be like, you know what? I know such and such, and to give it to you right there. You be like, you can't even say nothing.
But
all you gotta do is take your lick, because guess what? I've been making my move while you out there doing your thing. I ain't even telling you nothing.
Oh, I already know you, please.
No, of course. But I'm just saying. But if you gonna be out there playing around, think you being slick?
My patience.
I made a post the other day. You think you out there being slick? I'm the hot cone fucking perm. That's how slick I am. The hot cone perm, the old school shit. That shit Malcolm X had in his fucking head.
I don't have time
it's
for the
too
game.
much. Yeah.
Ain't no game for me.
No, I ain't saying for you. I'm just saying for myself. Like if I get the impression you doing something or whatever, like I don't have time for it. My energy different, and you gonna feel it. Like, but
so what you'll do? What would you do?
For me?
Like if you found out, like.
But I gotta make sure.
Let me tell you, I have to be honest with you.
I gotta make sure everything lined up.
For me, where I'm at in life, I had to talk to myself, because at one point, man, if I know this, I ain't about to stay here. I'm gonna get the fuck out your way. We got be married with children, house and all. I would get the fuck up and walk clean the fuck up out of here. No harm, no foul, and I ain't doing no tripping. But at this stage in my life, I'm like, I'm gonna shut down emotionally, and I'm gonna let you know, man, I ain't fucking with you like that. And I'll be right here, but I'm only right here until I can go into the spot where I'm all the way comfortable. And I understand that is it.
That's deep.
But me personally,
you can say it's cruel, but understand this: it's no more cruel than what you did me. If I'm coming to the table being 100 with you, I expect that back. Now, when you don't give it to me, when I come to you and be like, okay, look, I'm done with you emotionally, I'm just here till it's time to go. You can't be mad with me. You can not like it, but you created this dilemma, right?
Yeah.
So the only other alternative to this is I get up and leave right now. But the truth is, because I am who I am, like when women talk about, oh, a woman could leave, I've checked out. I have been in a place where I've checked out and ain't no coming back. I've been like this since a little boy. God is my witness. I could be in a room with you and not be there.
Ooh.
I'm not connect. When I disconnect, I disconnect. So I could walk into
Oh, he's
this
something like
room,
me. He dead to me. You know,
and we could be living in the same house. So
Wow,
for
I
a
did
lot
that
of
shit
people, people be like, damn, that's crazy. I deal with it how I deal with it. Cause I could come in here and we could fuss about it, go back and forth.
It's not
What have we
Oh,
gained?
I ain't getting
Right?
that. I done did that before.
It's a waste of time.
I ain't
But the
fussing.
reality is, for people, we created a narrative that the ones that we love have to love us back the same way.
Hell no,
Or
no.
we expect this to come back like this, and we put those expectations on people. And when the people don't show up like we think they
devastated.
should, we devastated. That's why I say I trust people to be human.
That's why
Humans
I
come with
told y'all
flaws.
earlier. I could love you to death, but guess what? I just understand. One day I took, my ex-wife used to always tell me, she be like, we used to have a little conversation. She be like, why you say that? Because I tell her all the time, but you know what? One day you can wake up and say, you know what? Fuck you. I don't want to be here no more. Guess what? The children gonna still be my children. Mom gonna still be my mom, but the people in Academy gonna still be there. I said, you have a choice to be here. You ain't gotta be here. One day you can wake up and say you don't want to be here no more. And I have to really put that in the back of my mind that one day, because if I don't, and if it happens, it'll kill me inside, because I put so much effort in the thing, thinking that this person will never leave
A
me.
lot of people need to hear that.
I put a post up the other day about we be giving all our energy to people, like pouring into them and pouring into them. And we should be doing that with God, and we don't do that. We pour it into people. And then when the market crash,
We want to go to God.
we won't get mad. But we ain't
But-
have no business giving them.
But then you also have
to.
to ask yourself though, are you pouring into an empty cup?
Yeah, they
That's a
don't
good
know.
question.
They don't know.
No.
Because
That cup got a top on it. They don't even know what's in there.
because I have
straw.
like I'm in a marriage where it's give and take. We're equally yoked in the sense of it's nothing that I'm doing for you that I don't know you gonna do back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in that area we're balanced down. That's not to say you don't argue, you don't fuss. Everybody have their ups and downs, but I can honestly say like whatever I'm giving, I'm getting, right? So for me, I'm not gonna be like, well, I don't have an expectation of you being here forever. I married you with the intent of being with you forever.
Okay, but see,
hold on,
you got married.
No, listen. Hold on.
Anything.
No, listen. Everybody have their own way of looking at stuff, right? Because I'm honest. If I didn't think you was gonna be here, I wouldn't have married you. I'd have just kept doing whatever else. Because nobody has to be here. But when I took these vows with, oh, we gonna be here till this. Now it may not happen, right? I understand that it may not happen, but that wasn't the intent when I did this.
Right.
I did it believing that we was gonna be here through whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that, but most people don't know what it looked like. Most people think that the perfect relationship is a perfect relationship. That's not a perfect relationship. The perfect relationship is one that can bounce back from all the imperfect times.
I agree.
Know what the perfect relationship is? To be honest.
That relationship with a
Relationship,
bottle, right?
no. The ones who be fighting, and they done went through bust up TVs and bust up tires.
That's exactly
and
what I
phones
said.
throw it away. look, and you tearing up dishes.
Hold up.
And you got buy the shit.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No,
This is real.
This is
But
important.
I'm being honest though.
Hold on,
But
this is a good one.
you go through all that shit. People got the
We
whole
got a
point I'm trying to
comment
say is,
we got a comment that we need to address.
fuck them people. Let me
No.
make my point first.
This one gonna make you change the tune, though. I'm telling you, I know you, and I just read this comment, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kick this shit off right. I'm gonna do it. Let me do this like this. Women, I need y'all to stop believing the bullshit, because every time we start talking about shit, like I hear these dumbass comments. So to say a man could get up and leave easily because he don't have to worry about the kids, that is the biggest bullshit that you could tell any man. The fact of the matter is, a man who is really a fucking father don't find it easy getting up, leaving away from his house. He don't find it easy getting up and walking off. So when y'all sitting back going, oh, it's easy for him. No, it only look easy because your manipulative ass is sitting up there going, oh, these my children. You can't take them up.
Right.
Or you playing games with the children. The fact of the matter is just because I walked away from your ass for whatever reason don't mean I left my children. A real man could leave you and still be there for the children every day in every way. So if you picked a man who could not be there for you and your children, he was the wrong man from the beginning. And it had nothing to do with him being a father or him being a male. Like, every man don't do that. Y'all, I don't know why. Because, see, like, when women be doing stuff like this, like, it's easy for the man to walk away. Man, I don't know who keep telling y'all that shit. If you think a man love being away from his children, you got the wrong definition of what a man is. Like, for real, you got to understand this. There are some men who don't want the responsibility. I get it. But don't think that for a real father, a real man, walking away from his children is ever acceptable. Like, yeah, like, you got to understand that.
We got to get this straight, because, boy, the way these things going, see, the women walking away with the children. The
Walking away from them.
Fucking children.
Walking away from them.
And going to live their best fucking life.
Man, I know a few men right now with full custody going through it.
But that bullshit y'all be talking about, see, this the thing. Y'all talking about it's easy for a man to walk away. No, it ain't. No, it happens. You kick him out without reason. Now he pissed off. Now, put him on child support. Now he going to the courts. Now he got to find a way to live, take care of his children, and take care of himself. Now he fighting you, trying to see the children, because y'all beefed out because you don't want to be with him anymore.
I think more or less
it be so much shit going on. And then
I think more or less she's talking about an ain't shit man.
Well, I think this is what it is.
God get me.
Listen.
Because men are not just walking away easily from their children.
Exactly what she's saying. That if a man wants to leave, he could just go ahead and go. If she ready to leave, she got to go, well, what's going to happen with my children when I go? If you have to ask what's going to happen with your children when you go, you need to go. You need to go.
Why? Hold on. Let me ask you. See, this is what I get to it. I get
That's
twisted.
ain't shit.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna put this out there. Why women don't feel they can leave their children with their daddy? Not a good dad.
I like that question.
Well,
I like that question.
Most men sometimes do walk away and just leave.
I ain't saying that. I'm saying this again. Why women feel they always say, "Well, I gotta have the children." Why you gotta have the children?
Well,
if you don't want to, hold up. If you don't want to be here, right? Hold up. If you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here, but you want to take the children. No, I said the children stay here. You don't want to be here.
So let's go. Watch this.
Why women feel like they gotta have the children? So I mean,
no, because one thing I've learned, I have 6 sons. I don't know how to be a man. I'm not a man. I'm a woman.
Right.
So I can't teach my sons how to be a man. I can tell them, but I can't teach them. So when I made the decision for them to stay with their dad, it was a good decision.
You know what? No, and you know what? I applaud women that do that, but the problem is I have women that don't do that. They use children as a weapon.
I do you one better than that.
And that shit be fucking me up because they really be using children
all the time. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's not exactly true. Because the reality is, as a woman, you know what a man is supposed to do. Guess what? The man you expose him to, right? The men you accept in your life, the criteria you base a good man on in your mind is all a blueprint for him becoming who he is. Like, even if you tell, like you say, you could tell him, I could tell you how to read.
Let me ask you a question though. Wouldn't it be more beneficial for them learning from their own dad?
But that's if in fact he is capable of doing it.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying?
That's the point I'm trying to say, because we ain't gonna sit and say, because a lot of women say they can't raise a man. We shouldn't have to say a woman got to get another man, the men around her to teach her man how to be a man. No, if he got a father, that was fucking father.
Now, if his father refuses to
that's I ain't talking about that. I'm saying what I'm saying.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So a woman can't teach. She can't teach a man how to be a man. She could show him manly thing.
But I
She can
can't-
show people that
right.
she can give them an idea what a man's supposed to be to bring
Right.
around and show
Yeah.
what a man look like. But at the same time,
You talking
father
about
can
real
do
father.
it.
But you
The
know,
father
you
gonna
talking
show
about a
him
real
what-
father.
But you know,
yeah.
all of this is a byproduct of a slave mentality, right? People don't get it. Where that was derived from is this. In the slave days, at any point in time, your father could be sold off at some point in time. So as a mother, you had to condition your children
Right.
to be prepared for him to leave at any point in time. So over time, the mentality was adapted that a man could just go.
And he's been told that.
But she's been told that.
Both.
So what happens is, what women fail to realize is, I say this all the time, men make looking broke easy. It make it look good. I could be broken and make that shit so dressed up that you never see it. You not at home with me when I'm at home crying because my children on here. For the men who want to be in their children's lives but can't get some, right? You think, oh, because I moved out and moved on that I'm doing all right. Sometimes when you see that nigga out and he having a good time and he cutting up, it's because he couldn't go get his children on this night. You know what I'm saying? Like he could. I tell people when I went through divorce, that shit was crippling to me.
But women
Right.
gotta stop using children as a weapon
Yeah,
to
that'd be
get
the worst
back
thing.
a man that don't want to be there.
But even with that though, listen, if you sit down and you say, my children are my reason for not being able to leave, just remember that you are instilling in them that same situation to come back around in the next generation, right? If I see you putting up with this for 25 years, something but this must be right. If it was good enough for my mama, if I watch my mama get her ass kicked every day and this was the definition of love, when I show up and start beating your ass and you have a problem with it, girl, this what love is.
Oh, no.
Now you gonna take this ass whipping or you gonna leave and I'm gonna find somebody else who's gonna take it.
Oh, thank
And
you.
you're gonna be like, well, son, where you get that from? I watched you get your head bashed into the wall all these years and you didn't leave. Now, you could say it shouldn't be translated like that, but
That's
what
real.
children
Yeah,
do
but
is
it
we
happens.
mock
mock
and
what
mimic
we
what we
see.
see.
We
Right.
mock what we learn.
I tell people all the time, we could sit here and tell our children everything. They don't go by what we tell them. I swear to God, they go by what they see. We could tell them, we could talk to them till we turn blue in the face. We could tell them all the right things and wrong things. If I could be a crackhead and tell them all the right things and wrong things. All they know is, man, my daddy smoking crack. And when they grow up to be a crackhead, be like, where you get that from? Your daddy always taught you better. He saw his daddy doing this. That's how his daddy cope with what he cope with. And it might, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. You gotta understand that shit translates on to what you. It's like they say, generation curse. We have to break that shit by what we do, not what we say.
Oh yeah.
Because we got a lot of people that can talk like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you gotta break it in action.
You can talk. You can talk. You can tell your children to shit till you blow. One thing about children, you can tell them shit till you blow in the face. Don't curse. Stop cursing. They're gonna, girl, that shit I had to tell that motherfucker stop cursing. She just heard you say 30 curse words. You know what I'm saying? Be real.
That's real.
honest.
That's real. Because
That's honest.
me and my children, we have a good relationship. You know, we vibe or whatever. I grew up with my children. I had my children young. So we talking or whatever, and it was like, okay, my son told my son not to do something. He said, and it really hurt me too. He said, bro, you was doing that just yesterday. I was like, oh.
We don't think
It
like
was
that. No, we think
So I had to stop
because I'm your
because
parent.
I'm your parent.
You
You're
do what I say,
Right.
not what I do.
That's
Right.
not it.
I heard that when I was young. You do what I
Right,
say,
but
not
that's
what I
not
do. What
You
what
gotta
happens
lead
is,
by example.
when they grow up, they end up doing what you do.
Yeah,
Gotta lead
so
by
he was
example.
like, man, how you gonna be telling me that, man? I just saw you do this the other day. And I was like, I had to shut up, man.
Mirror.
Yeah,
Mirror.
and it was hurting to me. It cut me. So it was like, immediately get yourself together. Because I got one son that's like, he holds me totally accountable. Like, I can't tell him, like, oh man, you shouldn't do this. He'd be like, man, I just saw you do this the other day, bro. Don't give me that rap. Because that's how we vibe.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that, bro. I just saw you do it. So he holds me accountable. He holds me with my words and everything. And I can't get married to him. So one of my sisters said, you let that boy tell you all that? Stay out of my business with my child. Because this is a relationship.
But
that
see,
we had.
what people, again, you know, what people have to realize is what works for one don't work for everybody.
That's right.
Like my oldest daughter is 27. Our conversations are different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we can talk about anything as long as we maintain that level of father-daughter
Right.
respect, man.
Right.
Run it. Talk
Yeah.
your shit.
And that's good because
know
a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
times children can't talk to their parents. I mean, I started talking to my mom when I got old. I was always able to talk to my dad. But a lot of times children, like I went by one of my, they don't talk to their parents. They don't want to talk. You know, they can't. They don't feel comfortable talking.
I ain't lying. The problem, my children, they was scared to talk to me, and I had to break that. Like I used to have to go when they got old, especially my daughter. I had to go down like because they were so scared of me because I was the villain.
You ever listen to yourself talk?
No. Back then, you gotta understand. It ain't that.
It's fucking aggressive.
Nigga,
no, motherfucker, I just.
They ain't got nothing to do with that.
I just asked you if you wanted some ice cream. What the fuck?
My children, I was always the villain because every time something went wrong, I was the disciplinary.
I'm gonna tell you, daddy.
Yeah, I was.
Now we have a tendency as women doing it. I'm gonna tell you, daddy.
We always the disciplinary, and I had to always go out. I'm always the disciplinary.
So they don't like you. You're the villain.
No, I got they love me to death. That's crazy.
But
in the moment,
they don't like you.
No, she did not talk to me for 3 days. Till I had to come say, "We'll go get some ice cream or something." She said, "Yeah, it was good."
But again, but again, though, like you know, life hands you a bunch of different things, and like we said, and we talked about all of this. There's so many different things that we deal with in relationships. A lot of times, as men, when we come to the table, man, if we don't have our shit all the way together, that start the ball rolling with the lies. You know what I mean? I some stuff I might be so into you, I don't want to tell you for the sake of not being able to get to know you better, right? Sometimes I might lie to you because I don't even think we're gonna be together past this night anyway. So who the fuck cares?
Damn.
But why not tell us that y'all don't have your shit together instead of Joe Blow telling us, man, you fooling with him?
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Crackhead.
Who the fuck finna come up to you and say, you know what, girl? I ain't got my shit together, but I want to fuck with you. First thing you gonna say, see this nigga get his dumb ass. Girl, you heard this dumb ass nigga? But if he come up, hold up. But if he come up to you, but he can come up to you and be like, you know what? Yeah, I got this little business and move on. Like, girl, he got his own business. And you're pressure and everything. Before you know it, you with him, you messing with him. Then you find out later, the business is he smoking crack. That was his business.
No, because listen to this. I believe that if he has potential and he's a good man and he treats me good.
That shit sound good now.
No, listen to me for real. He treats me good.
Girl, get the fuck
and
out
he might don't have all his shit together. I might
where
take
you
it.
From?
It depends
where
on.
You from?
This comes from maturity.
I'm saying, where you from? Jupiter?
Yeah,
you ain't from the motherfucker.
He might don't have
that
nothing.
Shit sound good.
He don't have. He probably didn't even have a car. You know, so you know, it just depends. You know, if
he's gonna take a bump in and
he ain't gonna be a bum because let's put it like
you
this.
See, he ain't got no job.
Listen to me. He might not have a job,
potential.
but listen to me. He might not have a job. He might not have no car with him.
Oh yeah.
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish.
Age, what potential we fucking
No,
got?
listen to me. Listen to me. We're not talking about now. But I'm saying he may not have any of those things, but you can't be so quick. Because tomorrow he could come, it might become you. He might, you know what I'm saying? Because we be so quick. Man, he don't got this.
And when
he
you
don't
look
got
down
that.
He
don't got that. And then bam. Because see, God is just like this, like a plug. So you can't be counting people out. And you meet him, and he don't have that.
I understand. That sound good.
Your level of maturity.
No, I don't want no man that don't have no job. I'm not telling you that.
No, that's what you just said.
No,
if he got potential.
If he's nice to me.
If he's nice to you, he got potential to get a job.
No, he gonna have a job already.
No, he gotta have potential.
No, he gonna have a job.
But you just,
but
God can give a job like that.
I help his ass go
but God give a job like that.
No, I'm gonna help him get some applications. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I will. I will. Because for a man,
two mature people, but y'all hard on mature women.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Mature women.
Why not?
I'm only hard on the immature.
Hold on. What you mean mature women?
What? You just told her she's too mature.
No.
No,
I said
no.
that is the mature her talk.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm not even hard
But
on her.
y'all too
No,
mature
listen.
men.
I'm
What?
saying I'm
I ain't
not hard
heard
on her.
that.
Listen, I'm not hard on
Woman
her.
sure talking
What
about,
I'm saying
you know, I ain't
is,
got my shit together.
what I'm
That's
saying
bullshit.
is that sounds good because it sounds good.
It definitely
But
does.
90% of women, I may even say 99%
There you
of
go.
women
There you go.
ain't gonna say no shit like that.
Because guess what? For
They
a
ain't
man,
grown.
for one thing, we got it all twisted up. We love him. I love him. For a man, respect is love.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Okay.
And
It never said
they
no
gotta,
way. Yeah.
You have to give a man a chance. Sometimes he
Yeah.
ain't got the fucking bag just sitting right there in the middle of the
It
floor.
ain't that.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping off that. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is a man,
'Cause if we
most women,
I
most
got
women,
that. And we
majority
understand
of
Hey,
women,
I agree with you.
they
We
feel like
agree
if
that.
a man ain't got his shit together, he ain't a man.
That's not so.
And that's fucked up. No,
Because what
listen.
happens-
We
That's
say
why.
we're talking
Listen, we
about
talking
the
from our
perception.
perspective.
We
what we
rather
get,
build.
how we get it as men. That's how we get it. I'm just being honest. Most women, and nigga might have a little something. But you know what I'm saying? Nigga got at least, like you said, nigga like at least have a job or something going on with
Right.
himself to fuck with me because I got bills. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
feel like,
bills.
listen. I'm talking about the
The
woman.
maturity level.
Listen, what I'm saying is, I'm talking about a woman. I'm talking
Yeah.
about most women.
Right.
That, well, he got to have something going on because I got bills. Not thinking that, well, what y'all can do if we trying to get something, what is he
Together.
trying to grow together? First off, I ain't trying to build no man up.
That's not building a man up.
No, listen.
I know what
Listen,
you're saying.
but y'all, we could go round the corner right now and talk to 100 women, and 99 out of them fucking 100, and we asking them fucking questions, what they gonna tell you? Let's not lie.
But
That's
what
real.
they got? What they
Yeah.
got?
And that's the
Yeah.
trip. And hold on. Ooh,
Yeah,
let me get
What
there.
they got?
That's the trip part.
Nobody.
Half of these motherfuckers want everything and they ain't got nothing.
Well, guess
That's
what?
real.
Y'all
They
need to
and
run from around the fucking
that's
corner.
why I be trying to why niggas go out their way to give a woman who ain't got nothing everything to impress her because she look good.
So with that
But
being said,
why we can't build together?
You heard what I said? Why women
Said it.
niggas
Why we can't build together?
but niggas do it to themselves. Oh, I got the bag, I could do it. But why are you giving the bag to somebody who ain't even worth the fucking bag? Instead of giving it to somebody to give the bag to tell you take that bag and help
you know what though?
you know what?
They got some men out here that's not broke, right? But
they ain't finna spend their money like that.
But why am I going to invest in a bag with a hole in it?
Ooh, that's deep.
Fucking right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you've already shown me that no matter how much money I give you, you ain't gonna know what to do with it.
You're gonna fuck it up anyway.
You ain't gonna. It's not like you gonna put it up. It's not like you ain't even smart enough to put something aside for your children. You out here splashing. You balling. Excuse my French, but bitch, you ain't even balling. I'm balling. I just passed you the rock, waiting for you to pass it back.
Not only that,
this is not your court.
What?
You can't ball on this court. Hold on, let me, because these women with these hole in the bags need to know this. As long as I'm in control of the ball, I'm the baller. You haven't turned your nickels into dimes. You haven't turned your dimes into quarters. You don't know what the fuck you doing. So you will never have the bag because you think I got it. This is a fucking failure waiting to happen.
But I'm gonna be a devil's advocate. If you fuck with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always believed in this. If I got anything of knowledge and I fuck with you, I'm gonna try to put it on you.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't take it,
that's on you.
After that, that's on you. Now you the dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Because ain't no way I'm gonna deal with somebody, even if I ain't got it. If I deal with somebody that got a bag or something that, you know what I'm saying, get shit, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they got it. I'm trying to figure out how I could get like that. What you use? I mean, who the people you talk to? I'm trying to figure out what you got going on to make you get like that. So if we do split up, when I do split up, at least I got some knowledge out this motherfucker. I got something to, move back to my own shit. Right. And I don't understand how I keep telling them how y'all get a nigga with a bag and leave broke. And then look for another nigga with a bag. You bag chasing, you ain't getting nothing out of it.
So there are small things that need to be taken into account. Number one, if you meet a man with the bag and he only give you some of what's in the bag, he don't value you at all. If he haven't sat down and y'all haven't worked out and devised a plan on how you can get your own bag, why is you fucking with him?
That's real.
Why is you fucking with him? Number two,
because she don't want to work and she want to. You don't be seeing the women on the child. God, I wish I could just meet me a man. I ain't gotta work no more.
Let me say this as a man. Let me say this as a man. I just want women to know something. The hardest fucking job you could have in life is relying on a nigga that put you in a position where you don't have to do fuck. Because while you might not have to go to work, every fucking thing I tell you to do better be done without a fucking question. If I say jump, if you fuck around and ask me how high, I'm gonna beat your ass. You better already be in the air. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the reality is like you can't need to hear this. You can't, like you are not in control of no situation if I'm in control of everything. Like you have to know that there is a penalty for a man who controls everything, because if I control everything, you are part of the everything. So that's the whole thing. But again, let me close out on this why men lie shit. I've lied in the past, right? I've lied because it was funny.
Really?
Yeah. Because I already know that most times when I'm lying, you already know I'm lying.
Wow.
This lie ain't nothing. I can't tell you a lie you haven't heard before. My daddy used to tell me this shit all the time. Everybody lie. It's about who make the lie sound the best. So when men are lying to you, they're lying to you because it's a sport. It's a game. I'm going to throw this out there and see which one of y'all catch it. I know what I'm out here for. What are you out here for? I'm not telling you nothing you haven't heard of. So the problem is not lying men. The problem is women who are willing to accept the lie. If I put money under your pillow right now and tell you the tooth fairy brought it, you're going to tell me I'm a fucking lie because you know better.
Sure.
When I come to you and tell you, I love you and I just want to be here in your life forever and I can't wait to marry you and make you my wife, and I'm fucking her, I don't come home on this and I don't do this and I don't do that, where did I show you love? Where did I show you I only want to be with you? Where did I show you that you're going to be the woman in my life? Whatever. Where did I show you that at?
You didn't.
I have a saying, love is what love does. Because it's an action word.
It is. So a lie is only a problem when you get tired of being lied to.
Talk your shit, Rob.
So stop asking why men lie. Asking how long you gonna put up with the lies. Ask yourself how many lies are you willing to take. Ask yourself which lies are acceptable and which lies aren't. And then ask yourself when you're gonna stop lying to yourself about this man who keep lying to you.
That's real.
And can you handle the truth? Because the man who come to you and tell you the truth on most occasions, he ain't shit.
I believe that's it. Not necessarily by me, but yeah, I believe it.
So,
men don't cheat, men don't lie. Black men anyway.
What the? He just lied, just do.
man, look.
That's a
So
lie
look,
right
we
there.
don't
Y'all
accept that
listen
shit
to
when
that shit. He lied.
So we ran a little late. Well, we started a little late tonight. So we got to bring this to a close because I got a curfew and shit. Yeah, I go home on time.
I got 5 to get up at 5 in the morning.
So with that being said, like I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Tonight's show was good. It actually was great. One of the things that I want people to realize is this. Yes, we do invite people to come on. We love people who can talk, who can express themselves in a healthy, informative way. I want to thank you for coming on. It definitely brought insight, and I kind of like the vibe.
And she flew in.
She flew in just to come on the show to talk her
Now
shit.
I'm just
She talk her shit. She
praying.
talk
I'm
a little
just
shit.
praying
I let her get
that
her there.
we don't see no TikTok tomorrow or somebody who done flew her in and got disappointed because they ain't get what they would. You know, they done paid for the ticket and
Why
I'm
get your
just-
ass out my face?
you know that's a trend right now on TikTok. You heard me?
Bullshit.
And flew her out in. She don't. I don't know who.
Boy, let me see. Boy, I know you lying.
See,
I'm coming on that motherfucker.
why did you say that? Because you know that crazy.
I'm gonna be a comment ass. But
No, but we're gonna do this again. But it'll be another time.
oh, most definitely. Oh, they
Where you at, in
that
Houston?
topic is gone.
No Dallas.
Dallas, we gotta go.
But
Yeah, we could do. We could go to Dallas.
Over, baby.
say,
Yeah,
listen,
we can.
listen.
Open my baby.
I ain't being fluid. I was put my wife on a plane and go somewhere. But so like tonight's topic was deep. It's something that we need to talk about more. We need to be more honest with ourselves. I dealt with this topic all week only because I really feel like a lot of women are being disappointed by men, but being disappointed more so by themselves.
That's real.
You don't have to accept the lies, but you also have to learn what you're willing to accept and put that shit on the table and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is more comforting to a liar than you lying, saying the next time he gonna do it, you gonna leave.
I think too, or whatever, with us women or whatever, we have to just be willing to take the truth. The truth is not. It hurts, and it's gonna hurt. Because we say we want the truth. I ain't telling you it's gonna feel good, but at least it leaves you in a situation to make a decision.
You got a choice
Whether
now.
you gonna
You
put
got a
up
choice
with it.
now.
You got a choice now.
But
So-
if you're not willing to make the choice, if you want to keep lying to yourself, then just don't even talk about it. Because like we got women that go in men's phones and go in his wallet. If you go in there and you see a big old tussie, then you got to make a decision. And if you're not ready to make that decision, just leave that stuff alone.
Right. If you going to see
I'm going looking for it if you can't.
Yeah,
have
if you
it.
can't
You
handle it,
gotta
just
make a
leave it
decision.
alone.
Either you
Just
gonna
leave it
go look
alone.
for it.
If you gonna go find a tussie and have it for yourself, or
It's time. It's time.
Like I said, so we coming to a close.
Oh,
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you would like to be a guest, man, y'all hit one of us up. Y'all know how we move.
shit, I got about 3-4 people that hit me up on this.
Man Conversation Monday. We will be back next Monday. Similar format, different conversation. Go ahead for all you ladies who want to lie to us a little bit more. Y'all can go to femininitybeauty.com, get y'all some makeup, dress up y'all faces, get y'all some lashes, pretend to be somebody else, get y'all a
That's
waist
big
trainer,
lie.
get y'all a waist trainer, a faja, a boost aid, and get you some butt enhancement gummies. Now you got a whole different body from the one you're gonna show us when this shit is over with.
And that's a lie.
But I will tell y'all this though. The gummies help. You know what I'm saying? The makeup help a little bit too. The fire, all the stuff help. It will help you get the man that's gonna lie back to you. So y'all make sure y'all go to femininitybeauty.com and y'all get that
Makeup off.
body conscious.
She take that makeup off.
And if y'all need somebody to help y'all apply y'all makeup, y'all can hit up now too, because she gonna come through and make you look. She gonna make you look the part. I'm telling you, you gonna be catfished out. I swear to God, she gonna whip you.
I was going to a pool party.
I ain't even got nothing to say. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta get the makeup removal wipes for this shit to come off. It's gonna stay. The pigment is rich. It ain't no anything now. Yeah, you could go swimming, just don't stay in the water. Splash and get out. Anyway, outside of that, makeyourselfgreat.com. Boom. Only you can make yourself great. Tell them T Black.
Make yourself great. Only you can make yourself great. Like you said, makeyourselfgreat.com. I got to get on the hats, shirts, t-shirts, shorts, short sets, all your good gear. Winter stuff coming soon. Soon out too. Hoodies, all that.
And for all of y'all who have decided that y'all are happy where y'all are and y'all don't want to make yourself great, you can go ahead and order your bald head whole shit shirts
Yeah.
too. You heard me?
Yeah, bald head whole shit. Yeah, that will be in effect this winter.
It is what it is.
And if all of y'all that won't keep the lie going and marry the liar, class could hook y'all up with the venue.
Boss planning events.
False fan events. For me, don't lie about your skin. Get rid of the eczema. Astabi. Cream for your skin. For eczema.
Better spell that for them people.
So you talking, them people gonna be in
China
Eh.
just came and said nothing right now. 'Cause
X.
I had one glass of wine and they got all act the fool.
Astabi. Get rid of all your exes and the eczema.
Oh shit. So look,
Damn.
with that being said, y'all can go to Amazon.com, get my book, He Can't Love You. It is a insightful, informative book on things that men go through that make them incapable of loving you the way that they need you and the way you need them to. Go ahead and get that book. Also, at the same time, y'all can hit me up because I do the life coaching, the relationship advice. I try to help people tap into themselves and make them a better them. And you're not doing this for nobody else. You're doing this for you. So make an investment in yourself. It's worth it because sometimes you need somebody to encourage you and help you figure out how to grow and make you comfortable with being the anomaly in your household, in your family, whatever. You understand? So y'all hit us up, man. Hit me up. Again, if y'all want to be on this show, we're gonna screen y'all first though, because y'all ain't gonna be coming on here, sitting here for 40 minutes, 2 hours or whatever, just looking in the camera. So you can tell your people you've been on YouTube and TV and all that. We ain't doing it. Yeah. And if you're toxic, please hit all us up. I mean, we want to definitely get you on. Toxic conversation is the best.
We ain't drinking right now, but if you come on here, you gonna have to drink. You want to get out.
Let me tell you something. We ain't drinking right now, but as I told somebody earlier today, the day I start back, oh my Jesus, I'm making up for lost time. But thank y'all for tuning in. It's been an honor and a privilege. T Black, hit that red button, buddy.
I'll let y'all.
Really? I'm behind time.
I got all out the screen. Which one?
I thought the bus got passing at
This
9
one?
o'clock.
No.
Which one?
Well, the one that say the one at the top.
It's. I got a touch screen. I'm tripping.
That's your shit.
Oh shit.
Lord, get off the water. Just get off it.